Hi friends, welcome back to Our Family Cooks, or welcome if this is your first time here. Today I'm going to be going through a delicious broccoli bacon salad that will be perfect for the upcoming spring and summer. So we are going to make two different variations of the dressing. One is going to be the regular recipe that everyone probably knows and loves, and then another is going to be a healthier version if you are trying to stay away from a lot of sugar, or you're just looking for a healthier option for your salads this summer. That one will be made with Greek yogurt and honey. So I'm excited to give you guys a couple different options as to how you can switch up your dressing if you are looking to have a healthier option. Or obviously if you are okay with regular mayo and some regular white sugar, then that version will be perfect for you too. So that's why I have my two bowls. And we chopped up our this is broccoli, our broccoli. We needed 8 cups, so I'm gonna pour 4 cups into each bowl, so then we have an even distribution of the dressings. Whoops. All right, now that we have these separated, I'm gonna set them to the side because we need to chop up our bacon. So we need a 1/2 cup in total, so it'll be a 1/4 and a 1/4 in each bowl. So I'm just gonna chop up, got 5 pieces here, and we'll see how much that makes. I did cook an entire pound of bacon, so if we need more, we've got it. And you can definitely buy already chopped up bacon bits in the store, but it's a lot more expensive to do that way versus just buying the bacon in the package and then browning it yourself, because they always charge so much more for the bacon bits versus an entire pound of bacon. If you don't have time, you can definitely buy the chopped bacon bits, but if you have the time, I would recommend just doing it yourself. I think I need to sharpen my knife. This might be easier to do just by hand. Just of course, before you do stuff by hand, make sure you wash your hands. I have washed my hands multiple times today with soap and water, so I'm not concerned about pulling these apart by hand. All right, so I got my 1 cupper here. Let's see how many this is. I'm gonna wash my hands because I got bacon grease and stuff all over them. All right, and we will distribute our bacon evenly. And honestly, I feel like that's not a lot of bacon. So my recipe that I always use says half a cup for the 8 cups of bacon, but I feel like we can go a little more. That's one thing I like about cooking, is you can kind of change stuff up for your preferences or your family's preferences. If you know that they really like bacon and they're not as huge of fans of onions or something, you can add more bacon, less onions. I love that about cooking. I know if you're baking stuff, you can't really go too far away from the original recipe, but that's one thing about cooking, is you can kind of make it your own. All right, so in total, I used about 7 whole bacon strips. So we also need raisins or dried cranberries and sunflower seeds. And we've got our diced red onion. I really like the flavor of red onion. I feel like it brings out, it just enhances the flavors of salads and stuff. But if you do not like onions, or you have people in your family who don't like onions, you can definitely leave this part out, or just put less. Okay, and for our sunflower seeds, we also need a 1/2 cup. And I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love summer salads. All the freshness from the veggies and just the variety of salads that you can make. Obviously, you can make salads in the wintertime too, but it seems to go better with summer stuff, because in the winter you're cold and you just want soups and warm, hearty dishes. And then in the summer, it's so nice and warm out, and you've got barbecues and all the pool parties that just like fresh salads are just so good. The full recipes for both of these versions, the healthier Greek yogurt version and then the regular version, will be linked in the description below, so check those out. And we like raisins, so that's why I'm using raisins. You could also use dried cranberries, so craisins, if you prefer. About half cup in each again. Okay, now on to our dressings. Okay, for our first dressing is the quote unquote not as healthy version. I still think it's fine, but we have only 4 ingredients, so it's mayo, sugar, and then salt and pepper. So really easy to throw together. Got my salt and pepper, my mayo, and then I'm gonna get my sugar out. And I'm gonna mix my dressings in these handy glass measuring dishes. And I really like to use avocado mayo. I know it's a little pricier than regular mayo. It doesn't have seed oils, it's organic. I do like that. You can get this at Costco, or if you have just regular mayo, that's totally fine too. Whatever your preference on what you like to buy. And a little bit of mayo goes a long ways. So if I was doing 1 large batch versus the 2 batches, I would do a whole cup of mayo. But since we're splitting it into 2, I'm doing half cup mayo, and then the other version, I'll do half cup of the Greek yogurt. And then we want 1 tablespoon of sugar, and then a couple pinches of salt and pepper. And then we'll just stir it together. And I would recommend, if you have a party you're going to, or if you're just making it for your family for the week, I would make it the day before you're gonna eat it, because as you can see, the mayo looks thick, but as it sits with everything in the bowl, it will thin out. You'll be able to really stir it and get a nice even coating. So I would make the salad like the night before, or the day before you're planning to take it somewhere, or even if you're, planning to eat it tomorrow for dinner or something. That's what I would recommend. All right, and then we just pour it on over. All right, so we will set that one aside and we will mix up our Greek yogurt version. So again, if you're looking to get more protein in your meals, or this one will be a little higher in protein because it does have the plain Greek yogurt, and then it has a little less fat because mayo has more fat than it does protein. So just a couple things, FYI. And we'll mix up our next dressing in this glass container. My 1 cupper, this is a bit excessive. It's a 4 cupper, so I definitely don't need this large of one, but the others are dirty, so it is what it is. We'll start the dishwasher after this. Okay, so we've got our Greek yogurt, and we're gonna do about half cup of the Greek yogurt. And this is plain, it's not like vanilla or anything. All right, and then just 1 to 2 teaspoons of mustard. I'm not even gonna measure, I'm just gonna squirt it in. About a tablespoon of honey. And then we'll do half tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And salt and pepper again, of course. All right, and then we'll mix that up. This, with the mustard, it does have a little bit of a yellowish color, but that just makes it fun. There you have it, 2 different versions of our broccoli bacon salad that you can make so many times in the upcoming seasons and months. Make sure, again, like I said, to check the description below for a link to both recipes. One final tip, if you do go to get it out of your fridge the next day, you stir it and it still looks really dry, go ahead and just take a spoon, add another scoop of mayo or Greek yogurt, add a little bit more honey, just like a little bit of everything, stir it up, and it should be good. So no worries if it still looks a little dry, but like I said, the mayo does disperse really well in the salads. I mean, these both look very well coated, and delicious. So make sure to try these for your next barbecue or Easter Sunday brunch. Comment below what you think, how everybody liked it, and I can't wait to see you again next time. Thanks, y'all. Bye.